This woman wants to know if her fiance is lying.
He's a sweetheart. He called me beautiful and stuff. He goes, you're sexy and everything. He's freaking hot, nice looking. He's a nice body. I want him. Grab him and hug him like a pookie bear.
Janelle and Chris met online and plan to get married.
She's falling really hard for him, even to the point where there's a wedding dress involved.
Wait, he bought her a wedding dress?
Supposed to get married the 30th of December 2023.
But when it was time to meet up in person, something tragic happened to Chris.
Chris has been claiming that he needs money for the craziest reasons.
There's a hurricane emergency. He's in a car accident. He broke both of his hands.
I send him pictures about me naked. I got top parts of me naked, and I got a picture of me.
Whoa!
She did say that she gets frisky.
On this episode of Scamfish, sponsored by socialcatfish.com, our team will step in to find out if Chris is real or just really good at excuses.
I've never seen anyone click on a link so fast other than him. And his click is from...
But I just want him home, that's all.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Connor.
How's it going?
Good.
Okay, we got a new case today. It comes from a lady named Jessie. She's writing in on behalf of her aunt, Janelle.
I wanted Janelle to meet you guys because we need to find out if this guy is real or not, because she sent over $30,000 in the last 3 years, and she really could be using it to better her living situations and stuff she needs instead of sending it to some guy we haven't even met.
Let me read her email. Hi, Catfish team. Our family is really worried about my Aunt Janelle, who has become almost completely isolated from the rest of us. About 3 years ago, she met a man named Chris Woods on Facebook Messenger and eventually moved to WhatsApp, where they now talk almost every night. At first, she seemed really happy, but soon Chris began asking her for money for all types of crazy emergencies, and she started sending thousands of dollars in Apple, Razor, and Steam gift cards to help him out. Janelle is on disability and can't afford this, but we believe she's already lost over $30,000 and recently took out a $2,000 loan that she sent entirely in gift cards. Now she's falling behind on her bills, her electric has almost been shut off, and another person calling himself Agent Richard Weber has appeared asking for even more money. Please help before she loses everything. Thank you, Jessie.
Hi, my name is Janelle, and I live in Parkman, Maine. It is a very small town. 1,267 population was. It's a boring town. Nothing to do. Unless you want to go to the gym and work out, or go to a bar down the road here. I like my kitty cats, and I crochet afghans. They're kind of crooked, but I made a blue and white one. So.
Before living on her own in Parkman, Janelle was married to a man in a nearby town.
My husband passed away 3 years ago. He died when he was 62 years old. He was kind and stuff. We used to have fun together. Shoot the shit, drink with him. I have one daughter, 4 grandkids, and a great-grandson. I don't see him at all.
After her husband died, Janelle looked for a companionship close to home, dating local men.
I was talking to another guy, he lived right here in Guilford. I go over there and he come over to my house and stuff, have a few drinks. And then one thing went to another. Told me he's going to go to another woman. Didn't want me no more, and I thought I'd find somebody else. So I said I figured I'd go find, talk online, see if I can find somebody. And that's when I found Chris.
Janelle was introduced to Chris on Facebook by an acquaintance she never met from a nearby town who said he could help her financially.
He used to work for Government Global Futures in Florida and help people out, like buy houses, or help people out, families, and stuff like that. He's handsome. He was a nice boy, brown hair, and I think his eyes are blue, nice looking. He's a nice body, and I go, I want him. I want to just grab him and hug him like a pookie bear. As I tell him, I go and I talk to him, I go, yeah, I love you, my pookie bear.
It started with a simple text between Chris and Janelle, but just 3 weeks in, everything changed when she took it to the next level.
I asked him, I go, you want to get married? He goes, yep. I go, my husband passed away, so I get married. He said, yes, in a hurry. He's a sweetheart. Oh, he called me beautiful and stuff. He goes, "You're sexy," and everything. Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, he's freaking hot. I'm telling you, he's sexy.
Without having met yet, Janelle decided to spice things up with her new fiance.
I send him pictures about me naked. I got top parts of me naked, and I got a picture of me. Got me ready to go outdoor, and I got my coat on, my hat on. He goes, "There's my sexy wife." When he gets home, he wants to make love to me.
Chris bought a wedding dress and a wedding ring for Janelle and made plans to fly to Maine to tie the knot.
My wedding dress, beautiful. He bought me in over $1,200. Oh, I think it's back in September 2023. He's gonna come. He wanted like $400, $500, I think. They had a hurricane down there. They canceled all the flights down there. His house and his son's house and their friend's house got ruined.
After the hurricane, Chris had to stay in Florida to pick up the pieces. Now, a few years had passed while they communicated through WhatsApp.
He'd talk to me all the time. When he's working, he'd talk to me. "What you doing, babe?" I go, "Nothing. What are you doing?" "Well, I'm working." I go, "Deet, deet, deet." And he get home, he'll text me. And he'll be pretty asleep. I go, "You didn't text me." "Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep." After I got home from work, took his coat off and sat in the chair, went to sleep. I'm waiting for him to text me. He called me and we talked. Nice. He did a nice voice. Oh.
While recovering from the hurricane, Chris had time to secure more money for Janelle through government global futures and told her he had a car full of cash he wanted to drive up to her.
Apparently, he's supposed to have $800,000 of mine in the car with him. He's going to drive. Him and a friend are going to drive up. The day before we got married. We got supposed to get married the 30th of December 2023. And they had an accident. Bad car accident. Brittany killed him and a friend. Broke both his hands, so he has to go in. He has to go have shots for his right hand all the time. He had cut his webbing off his left hand. And his hand was soiled up, and they had to cut it off. His webbing off his finger. He kept having pains, and they had to do an operate on his back. He had something he couldn't walk. He had, I think, something about his spine or something. Yeah, I was crying, and oh my God, I couldn't eat and nothing. I lost all kinds of weight. I was down to probably about 120 pounds. Got down to it, so I couldn't eat nothing. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't do my housework or anything. He goes, "I need some gift cards. I need a gift card to pay for my hospital bills." I go, "Okay, how much?" He was in New York. He was in the hospital there and stuff. Then they went from New York. They went from there to Vermont.
After recovering from the accident, Chris was ready to make a third attempt to finally meet his bride-to-be.
He was heading this way, but something else happened. I guess he had to have a tire fixed. They had a flat tire or something. Mechanic put a tire on. The car, apparently, they didn't put it down right. A lug nuts, something. He drove it. He tied him off. He went out in the ditch and took off out in the woods in the winter. They found him. The dog found him. He was cold. And apparently, our wedding rings landed in the motor.
This latest accident took a devastating turn when an FBI agent arrested Chris after discovering the cash inside his vehicle. Soon after, that same agent contacted Janelle, asking for the bail money in form of gift cards. Even after Chris was released, the request didn't stop.
His car's all fixed, but he's just got to pay the mechanic.
But she's telling him she can't afford to send him the money right now.
He goes, "I'm still going to leave you. You don't do what you're told to do. You're still a liar. Da-da-da-da. You told me you're going to pay. You're going to send me money. You lied about that." I go, "If I don't have it, I can't send it. My bills come before you. If I get that money, I can build me a goddamn mansion." I can have a small apartment out on the other side for my daughter or my granddaughter or something wants to move with me. They can. My great grandbaby. It bothers me. Makes me cry and stuff. And I get mad and I swear and I slam my door. I walk away. I just hope that he is real. He's not fake. I just want him home, that's all. Been too long, oh man. Been 3 years since my husband's been gone.
Stick around until the end, Seekers. We'll reveal the true identity of who Janelle has actually been talking to for the past 3 years.
I've seen the messages. It was not a healthy relationship. And you say you like this guy's personality, but they've lied to you about everything.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help finding out who you're communicating with online, or maybe you need help breaking through to a friend or a family member, don't hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers you've been looking for.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
After the team received Jesse's email and heard Janelle's story, they quickly got to work. Brianne, David, and Connor got together to come up with a game plan to help crack this case.
Whoa. So, Brianne, you actually talked to the family. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so Connor and I sat down with Jessie and she explained to us the situation. And so it did take some finessing to get Janelle on board. And now that we've connected with Janelle, we found out a bunch of stuff. So there's a person by the name of Tina on Facebook that reached out to Janelle and said she could help her out and connected her to this person, Chris, that she's now talking to.
So that's how they met?
Yes.
Are her and Tina still talking?
No, so it's interesting. Recently, she went back to check the messages and they're deleted.
Whoa.
She can't even find that profile. But Jessie helped out, found a profile with the same image, same name, and this person claims they don't know who she is.
That's weird.
Doesn't make sense.
It gets so confusing. When we talked to Janelle, she told us that she knows somebody named Tina from her town, right, who lives there. But if we talk to Jessie, Jessie does not know who Tina is, right? So, and she's never met Tina. She thinks that Tina's fake. Janelle swears she's real and has met her in real life. We have looked at 2 different Facebook accounts for her. So one, there's maybe some posts from 5 years ago. It's a little inactive. The other looks a lot more active, but there's a lot of like GoFundMes and things like that popping up. So it's a little strange. It's such a confusing case. I just don't even know where we go from here. I don't know where to start.
So do you guys think that Tina's behind this?
I don't know. She just spoke to Jessie earlier today and said, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a part of that. But how's it going? How's it been? And this original conversation happened in 2023.
Wow.
Regardless of whether Tina's involved or not, Janelle and Chris are getting super close. She's falling really hard for him, even to the point where there's a wedding dress involved.
Wait, he bought her a wedding dress?
No, he claims he bought her a wedding dress and rings, like a wedding ring, but she's only seen pictures of these items and he claims that the rings landed into the engine of the car after a car accident.
Yeah, Brianne, I bought you a wedding dress and rings, but let me send you the pictures of that too. That sounds weird.
Yeah, it does sound weird. Send me a picture.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like she really sees a future with this guy.
She does, and she's super invested. She shared her WhatsApp account with me and showed me some of the messages, and she's love bombing him, and he's just asking her, where's the payment?
I mean, this sounds like it's headed down that path that we know it's headed down, right?
It's funny that you say that, David. Chris has been claiming that he needs money for the craziest reasons.
Yeah, me and Connor, when we heard this story, it was so unbelievable. I mean, one of them being the fact that there's a hurricane emergency. He's in a car accident. He broke both of his hands. He has a flat tire. I mean, these are just a few of a list of reasons why he needed money.
I mean, this sounds like the most excuses we've had from anybody ever.
So currently right now, Chris is asking Janelle for $400 for whatever reason, right? There's always something going on with his car. But Janelle really needs to know if he is who he says he is because she's sick of giving him money, and she even cheated on him in the past with her ex because she was so sick of giving him money.
I mean, is it cheating if the guy she's talking to is fake?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Okay, so what do we have for research?
Well, we have the WhatsApp information for Chris. We have a profile picture, We also have this contact Tina from Facebook Messenger that reached out. We should look into that, see if she knows Chris and this whole situation. And I also think we should create an IP tracker.
What about her WhatsApp? I mean, if she's already showed it to you, could we take it over and see if we could go further with the conversation with him?
Yeah, I think that she trusts me enough to allow me to start chatting with Chris in her WhatsApp account.
All right, sounds like we have enough to get her some clarity.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
All right, let's get to work.
All right, let's go.
Now that the team had a game plan, it was time to put it all into action. The next day, Brienne and David sat down to execute the plan.
All right, Brienne, I know you've been digging into this case with Janelle. Like, what do we have going on?
Let's start off with the fact that Janelle gave me access to the WhatsApp, so I am now talking to Agent Chris Wood.
Oh, no.
Which is the love of her life. And
what's he saying?
He basically wants payment of $400. He's saying that Janelle's a liar because he was promised payment and he was supposed to get the funds.
She love bombs him. Whoa! I did not want to see that.
Yeah, she did say that she gets frisky.
Oh.
You have to be careful there. You got to be careful.
What's the goal with this?
So the goal of this is to set him up to think that I'm going to give him $400. I'm going to create an IP tracker link and have it be directed to our fake banking site. And
that's smart. And then if he clicks on it, we'll find his exact location, even if they don't sign up for our banking website.
Yep. He's actually been very verbally abusive to Janelle, and I'm glad that I'm able to chat with him and she gets a little bit of a break. You know, even though she misses him, he's a lot. With that being said, there's this other situation. There's the reason why Janelle even met this guy in the first place. This original message came from Janelle's sister. She reached out to Tina and said, hey, I'd like to talk to you about this and get some more information. And they said, no, please call me when you're feeling better. I don't chat. So they claimed during this chat that something's wrong with their voice or not able to talk on the phone.
You know what that sounds like? We've seen in the past is like where like scammers will hack people's accounts and then they'll invite them to join pages or say, you know, invest in this. Like we see it in like pig butchering scams a lot. It almost mirrors that like to the T.
I think you're right on that because this Tina person was claiming that they could help Janelle out, and she was told that she could receive some sort of assistance by being directed to global government futures. The whole Facebook profile is really sketchy. There's this picture of a pile of money here, about to deliver some winning money. If you look too, I think that there's just some random people here following. So it's always the same people liking it.
It's like 4 what look to be fake profiles and then 3 elderly people.
Yeah, and Janelle had liked some of these posts too. Yeah. And so I just started going through each of the accounts. This guy, Agent Richard, Janelle mentioned somebody by this name reaching out to her, asking her for funds too. He's attached to this profile. He had liked, or he's part of the followers here. So this is obviously a little sketchy as well. Now, this is the same guy.
And the same profile picture to the T.
Yes, that's talking to Janelle.
I mean, he looks like a politician, right?
Yeah, he does.
Is that the Tennessee flag?
Yes, it is.
I would be willing to bet like he's a politician in Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a screenshot of Agent Chris Woods and run him through our reverse image search, and let's see what we find out. It looks like we got a match. I mean, this is him. This is the guy.
So he is a politician in Tennessee. So Representative Scott Sapicki.
And he's married, he has a wife. Okay. We know that Agent Chris Wood is not a real person.
100%.
We'll run this guy too, and then we'll see who he really is.
All there's left to do is just send the IP tracker and let's see if he clicks on it.
After completing the remaining research, David and Brienne sat down with Janelle and her niece Jessie to share the results.
What's going on, Janelle? I can see you're already fidgety. You look like you're not settled. What's going on?
I had a lot of things going through my mind. If he's real or if he's leaving me for another woman or what. He goes, well, if you don't send me money, I'm going to freaking leave you. I'm not good enough for him or what? I don't know.
He's gotten worse towards her. In the beginning, if you look at the beginning ones, he was all sweet and everything until he got the money coming or the gift cards, and then all of a sudden, when we try to prevent it, he starts getting mean. Well, I'm going to leave you. No, we're done. I mean, he does this all the time, and then we don't like it.
He's all lovey-dovey and stuff. He's like today. He texted me this morning. Oh, I love you, honey. Would you have breakfast?
How long have you been going back and forth about if this person's real or not?
For a while. For 3 years.
I have a question for you. If we walk away and we say, hey, look, this is the real person, but the way he's treating you is not good and the way he's talking to you is not good, why would you want to be with this person?
I don't think he would treat me like if he met me. He was never abusive to his first wife or anything.
Well, that's what he says, right?
How do you know?
He told me he lost his wife and a baby in a car accident.
Anybody can tell you anything. It doesn't mean that it's true. And then what's true is your experience with that person, right?
Yeah.
If somebody treats you with love and they treat you with kindness, they'll probably continue to treat you with love and kindness. If they treat you poorly, they'll probably continue to treat you poorly. And the outcome of this story doesn't really matter. It was what I'm getting at, whether he's real or not. And we're going to reveal it, by the way. But your self-respect is more important. And so if this person's treated you like crap, which they have, I've seen the messages. And
I've showed David a few messages because I'm very concerned. He calls you liar almost every single day.
I know. He don't lie, but he thinks I'm a liar. You're gonna lie to me again. You ain't gonna pay. Just send me a gift card. Da 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 da. I go, okay.
Well, let's jump into it. But what I'm getting at is, at this point, you would get more going to a Chippendales, as frisky as you are, and you'd be happier leaving than talking to this person and through WhatsApp and having them degrade you and talk down to you only to get gift cards and money from you. So, I mean, you've been talking to Agent Chris Wood.
Yeah.
And you've been talking to Richard Weber.
Yeah.
Who do you want to know about first?
Chris.
All right, so we received a bunch of images of Chris Wood, and we ran each of the images in our reverse image search, and we found a match.
Yeah, I think it is him. That looks like him.
You're the one that's been talking to him for 3 years.
It looks like him.
This is actually a politician from the state of Tennessee, and his name is Scott Sapicki.
This means that the person you are talking to has stolen the images of this politician in Tennessee and had created a profile under the name Chris Wood to talk to you.
Why would he do that, though, to me?
Why do you think?
He's probably trying to take my pride away from me and my dignity.
And?
Do you think they're only after your pride and dignity?
What does it come down to every month?
He wants money from me every month.
Well,
gift cards.
It's money and gift cards, and you can't use them other than where you buy the gift cards to.
He's been lying to you.
Okay.
He's been taking your time, your money, and he's been lying to you.
Yeah. And he's called me a liar?
Well, he's gaslighting you. He's making you feel guilty for not sending him money, or he's making you feel guilty for questioning him. And so he's gaslighting you to turn things back around on you.
I fell in love with this guy.
What do you love about him?
Not his personality and stuff. He loved me when we started first talking.
When you first, right.
Janelle, you're part of what's called a romance scam. And what these people do is they reach out to people like you that are vulnerable, and they use a script. They steal other people's pictures that are good looking, that you would easily fall in love with, and they have they love bomb you.
She lost her significant other in the spring, and they started talking to her in the summer, so it was very short after, and she's very vulnerable because she was still healing from losing her significant other.
I can tell you're really emotional about this. But Janelle,
Yeah.
I've seen the messages. It was not a healthy relationship. And you say you like this guy's personality, but they've lied to you about everything. Everything they've told you is a lie. It's all made up. From who they are, where they were at, what they did, and we're gonna prove it to you with the rest of the stuff we show you.
Okay.
So this other person, Richard Weber, is actually the real identity of the person in the image. His name is Major General Richard Weber. However, the Facebook profile that reached out to you claimed that Richard Weber was associated with the IRS, which is not true. It's a fake Facebook profile.
Mm-hmm.
So the real Richard Weber is in the Air Force, and he's a high-ranking commander that's been doing this for 20 plus years. So he was never working for the IRS. He's worked for the Air Force for a very long time, and he's very decorated.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a few more other things we want to run through and we want to show you.
Yeah, so Tina had directed you to Global Government Futures Facebook page. Well, when we looked into these Facebook pages, we noticed the same people kept liking some of the posts. Richard Weber is liking it. Chris Wood is liking it. I even saw you in there, Janelle. You were liking some of the posts. But that to me was a red flag because they're claiming to be like this entity, and then there's also Richard Weber claiming that he's from the IRS. I mean, these are all red flags, and I talked to David about it, and we also discussed this other person, Tina, and maybe the possibility of Tina's Facebook account getting hacked.
What happens is somebody in your situation, like very similar situation, they're talking to somebody, and then over time, the person gets access to your personal stuff. They're like, hey, I just sent you a code from Facebook. What's that code? Or, send me a copy of your ID, something along those lines. And then they start getting access to all your stuff. We don't think that Tina's behind this. We think that she's a victim too. And we think that, her accounts were hacked and she just recently got access to them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the IP tracker. So the whole reason why I asked to access your WhatsApp is to chat on your behalf and pretend like I'm Janelle, because I wanted Chris to click on a link. I want to know where Chris was located. And I've never seen anyone click on a link so fast other than him. And his click is from Lagos, Nigeria.
Jesus.
We know that this person's not in jail and not in New York because when they clicked on the link, the IP tracker traced back to Lagos, Nigeria. And we know that they weren't changing location. It's an exact location of where this person is right now.
Yeah.
And so do you understand now that this whole story that you were given is fake? This person that you're talking to is lying to you. They are not anybody in the pictures. Their entire story is fake. And the only reason they were talking to you was not to take your dignity, but was to take your money. Every single thing every month came down to is money. If they didn't get money, if they didn't get gift cards from you, they became abusive, they threatened breaking up with you. There are all these random things that have happened over the last 3 years, and every single story that you've been given revolves around money.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm going to delete him and Richard Weber on my phone.
And we didn't contact them to be mean to you. It's because we couldn't get through to show you this.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't like seeing you send all your money out and you need it for your living expenses and you are sending everything out.
Ain't going. Bye.
You need to take care of yourself first.
Yep.
Thank you, Jesse, for reaching out,
No, thank you.
But you're like a pretty outgoing, bubbly person.
yes.
I don't think you're gonna have a problem meeting people. And there's probably some men that might appreciate the friskiness that you have. So
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll follow up with you and just see how you're doing. If you can just send us proof that you blocked him, block him, get rid of him.
I'm going to.
Here's the thing. It's been 3 years. He's going to keep reaching out to you because he's gotten money from you.
Yeah.
So he's going to pull at your heartstrings. He's going to do whatever he can to get back in touch with you.
Bye.
There you go.
Bye, Felicia.
You gotta do it through Facebook too. So, and then WhatsApp and Messenger. You got to do
Yep.
all 3 of them.
It was nice talking to you. I really hope that we've been able to help you and your family out. And then we'll be in touch and we'll just do a follow-up to see how things are going, okay?
Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream. Come hang out with our team and get a live update on the case you just watched. You can find the link to our live stream on our YouTube channel by clicking the live tab and by clicking on our most recent video. If you've been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and can potentially help stop other people from being scammed. Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our newest videos go out every Thursday. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these 2 videos.